In this video, we're going to break down this really cool surfboard trailer that was shared by David. And this is a really fantastic and simple trailer that he shared a couple years ago. And this is made entirely out of off-the-shelf electrical conduit. I think this is 3/4 inch EMT, and you can find that locally available in different hardware and home improvement stores in the electrical aisle. And then there's parts of the frame that are put together with some fittings that we manufacture in upstate South Carolina, and they allow you to put conduit together in all kinds of different ways. And you can make custom structures without having to do any welding. You just use handheld tools for cutting and for assembling connections, and it's really easy to do. And this is a really cool trailer. We'll just kind of start from where it's mounted on the trailer, or on the bike rather. And essentially this is something that I've seen used a couple of times by the community, where it's this simple bike trailer hitch that looks like a traditional car hitch that just bolts to the trailer. I think this one is made to mount to the seat post clamp, it says, but there's different ones you can get that mount to bikes in different ways, and depending on the bike you have, you might have to research different solutions. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us and we can try to help you find a solution for your specific bike. But this is something that was used here, and like I said, works like a traditional kind of trailer hitch on a vehicle. And essentially from there, he just has a piece of EMT conduit going inside of that, and we'll just kind of go to this other picture so we can break this down. Essentially, he's got a piece of conduit extending out of that hitch that goes down using a handheld tubing bender. So you can actually bend EMT conduit really easily, and you just add a bend into it like that. We actually have a full video dedicated to teaching you how to use the handheld tubing bender, so I'll link that down below. If you're interested, you can check that out. But essentially, it's a piece of conduit bent to go all the way down like that. And he's got these other two pieces of conduit that have holes drilled in them, and those are also bent, and they essentially go right next to the other piece of conduit, bend out, go here, and then bend up 90 degrees, and then go up. And he essentially just drilled through these three pieces of EMT conduit. And let me just finish doing this first, then I'll show you that. But essentially just drilled through those three pieces of EMT conduit, added a bolt through all three of them to secure those together, and then he's using the maker pipe crossover clamp to mount the axle. And that's something, we did a video recently on how to make axles and add wheels to your builds for stuff like this, and something that you have to do when doing that is keep the axle one continuous piece. And so these crossover clamps work really well to allow that to happen. They just secure and kind of allow the two pieces of conduit to cross over, as opposed to using something like the 180-degree connector, which would cause you to have to break up this span. So he's using crossover clamps on the outside of the axle to secure those in place. And essentially, to do an axle like this, it's pretty much just a threaded rod that you want to get probably 5/8 inch is what we usually recommend if you're using 3/4 inch EMT conduit. And then you get some kind of a shim to go over top of that threaded rod. We usually recommend either a mixture of 3/4 inch PEX, which you have to cut in, which can be kind of complicated, or a piece of 1/2 inch PE tubing works really well, or you can even get some of the shims that we manufacture and sell on our website for 1/2 inch connectors, and you just put that over the threaded rod, and essentially just put the 3/4 inch EMT conduit over top of that. Once you have that shim in there to take up that gap, and then you can essentially just grab on with your connectors and build off of it and turn it into something really cool, as we can see with this trailer here. And like I said, you can check out that full video if you're interested in learning how to do that. That's a simple breakdown of it. But then we can see here that he's using two of the maker pipe T connectors to add this cross support up here that goes from one side of the frame to the other, and then he's using some this is just some normal like pool noodles or some tubing insulation that goes on top of it, and that's just adding a nice protective layer for the surfboard just to keep the conduit from hitting it directly. And then he's using just some regular bungee cords to secure that in place there. And then it's the same thing on the front. You've got some insulation on there to protect the surfboard that's secured in place. Then you can just add, actually no, I think he's got a grabbing onto that vertical bar, or that horizontal bar, he's actually got something grabbing on, probably a couple T connectors just to be able to extend out this piece of conduit here. Probably the same thing on the other side. Which means you'd probably, unless you offset that, you'd want to use a 180-degree connector there in the middle, which would allow you to have these two pieces extending out with some insulation. And that's going to give a nice, solid, kind of flat surface that you can put the front of the surfboard on. That's pretty much it. As we can see there, it's a pretty simple frame overall, but really cool. And we can see this other photo of it. He's actually got some crates and some coolers down there just sitting, which is really awesome, and just an easy way to get the surfboard and some other items to the beach. So really cool. Thanks so much, David, for sharing this. We love seeing it. If you have any questions, feel free to leave those down in the comments. We'll do our best to help. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.